Now, E. Kane said to let this sit for an hour. So that's what I'm gonna do. I was like, you know what? I want to join her influencer group, and she... Hello goddess, welcome to Lifestyle Colin YouTube channel. My name is Colin and I am back in your algorithm with the vibes. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome and hello. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending time with me today. Please subscribe to my channel and vibe with the guys. Okay, so today is officially August 1st. And let me cut this fan on. Okay, it was extremely hot. It's not extremely hot, but I could use the fan. Okay, so I am on here, no wig, no lashes. I did wash my hair like 2 days ago. And this is how I wear my hair under my wig. So I put 2 braids and then I put my wig cap on. We have a lot to do this month. My girls, I have to get them started with their homeschool program. I switched back. So this, you know, originally their classroom was in the living room and the second bedroom was my office, and then I switched it to where I had made this room their classroom and that room my office, but I really didn't like that. So I moved their stuff back into the living room. I'm not gonna do like a tour right now because it's not all the way together. I still have to get some, you know, like some homeschool like posters and stuff to decorate the walls in there. Like, cause the stuff that I have is, they know how to write cursive. Now I do need to put those cursive letters back up though, cause now we're working on neatness. We are doing a 400-day mom marathon. Let me see what day it is. Let me see how many days it has been. Oh, it's almost 11/11. August 1st, 11/11. August 1st, 11/11. 11/11! We started this November of 2023. So let me see. What is 30 plus 31 plus 29 plus 30 plus 1 plus 31 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31?
The answer is 244.
Okay, so Google says 244. It is actually 244 days into our 400-day mom marathon. I just wanted to offer a word of encouragement. Keep going, sis. I know I haven't been dropping in as often as I should. This is my third, I think my third 400-day mom marathon. And so I'm starting in my own journey to see things that happen in a 400-day mom marathon. So let me just say this. When you decide that you want to make a really big quantum leap in your life, just to shift your mind frame, to elevate your lifestyle, your mood, your mental health, if you make a decision that you want to do that and you just want to ultimately change your environment and you want to do it as pleasing unto the Lord, the devil is going to attack you, okay? So the first time I did it, my attack was I was evicted from the only home I had really ever known my whole life. I was evicted, put out on the street with my 2 kids, okay? And so we had to learn to fend for ourselves. And God came through for us. The second time I did a 400-day mom marathon, I got evicted from the last apartments I was at. And God provided. And the third time, this is my third 400-day mom marathon, I'm not evicted. You know, I actually really like the management. I mean, as much as you can like an apartment management. But this apartment is roach infested. Well, God, I'm doing everything. You know, I'm studying my word. My daughters and I are meditating Psalms 23. I want them to know the basic scriptures. We did Psalm 91. We meditated that. And we have other scriptures that we also meditate at night that we pray too. But the major ones that we do is right now is Psalms 23, making sure they know that one by heart. God's voice, his presence is so strong. And I'll be like, okay, God, when I first started this, I was asking you for a condo in Turtle Creek. and you got us living, I mean, it's not the slums, but so I know it's an attack of the enemy because everybody does not have roaches in this apartment complex. It's just certain apartments. It is low income, so if somebody moves in with roaches, the people around them are gonna have to get roaches. So I'm battling that, so it's roaches all in my stuff. I still want my condo in Turtle Creek. I still want my Benz, and I feel like God has finally released me into that season of abundance, that season of finance. He has totally like renewed my mind, and it's the most amazing thing. If you don't do anything else, I hope you experience, I know the Bible says to renew your mind every day, but it's just something about when God completely guts you out and makes you over that is just so fulfilling and so beautiful. And I really do feel like today, August 1st, 2024, I have finally reached that level of just renewal in Christ. So I'm happy about that. I don't have on any lashes because there is a company on Amazon. Of course, I told y'all that I had started influencing. There's a company on Amazon that sent me these free lash kits, and I want to do content on them. I want to do my TikTok and Instagram reel and probably YouTube shorts content for do-it-yourself lashes, and these are really popular on TikTok. But I do have a company that is sponsoring. Well, not sponsoring, they didn't pay me to do this, but they did send me free lash closures. They sent me two. They sent one, and then they asked me if I needed some more, and they sent me some more. So, and they were like, if you ever need lashes, just email me. So I will share that company, but that will be in my ebook. I'm also working on an ebook that will be ready hopefully by the end of the year. I'm kind of documenting my journey into wig influencing from the beginning, and I started it from how am I going to get wigs to influence, because I have always been a hair person. I do have I have two wigs. I have some bundles. I have some 613 bundles, but I have some other bundles that I can make a wig for, and I probably won't use those. This is a full frontal lace wig, so this is probably going to be the first wig that I install. Freshly washed. This will be a reinstall, so you can see the lace is clean. But I bought this wig before they were starting to make wigs glueless, so all this wig has is a comb and the adjustable straps. And I will have to sew in my elastic band in the back myself. And this is another wig that I have just on standby. And then after that, I will start reaching out to Amazon companies and start working with them. So let me just explain a little bit more about what I was talking about when you go on these 400-day mile marathons. The devil is going to attack you. Every 400-day mile marathon that I have done, I have been attacked, and it scared me so much. But this is the first one, the first 400-day mile marathon, that when I was attacked by the devil, the enemy, and I was already being attacked by roaches. So, okay, so I got roaches. That's an attack of the enemy. But my baby daddy, well, he was actually kind of an ex-husband, but that marriage was annulled, so I don't think it was ever considered a marriage. He stopped paying his child support. So normally, if this if this had been the first or second 400-day mile marathon, I would be freaking out like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna pay for my kids' homeschool? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? But I said no, because the last time it happened on my 400-day mile marathon, I freaked out and it worked out. Luckily, I have, you know, 2 daughters. I have 2 girls. So it's not hard for me to find a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. That's not really hard to find. If I had a boy and a girl, I would have to get a 3-bedroom. So I can find a little inexpensive 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I found one. I don't have any type of evictions or anything like that on my credit. Or I didn't have an eviction on my credit, but I had a late rent payment of something from a lease that I didn't even do. But I was on the lease, so it affected my credit as well. In the homeless shelter, I ended up paying that off. And the apartments before that I lived in, you could live there with an eviction on your record. But I still got it off my record, and I'm glad I did, because this apartment, you could not have any type of evictions to live here. So I had cleared all of my credit as far as apartment leasing up, so when I moved, And I always pay if I owe anything. I don't ever owe anything to any other apartment. I immediately, as soon as they tell me I owe something, I go ahead and pay it. So that nothing like that goes on my credit. So when I need to up and move, I can move and I don't have any problems. I was saying that to say, what was I saying that to say for? Baby daddy number 2 stopped paying his child support. And I also read that 12% of Americans are working, but they're homeless. So it's getting really difficult. I have never known it to be easy. I just know you have to make money if you want to live where you want to live. I was already struggling to pay their homeschool, but like, how am I going to pay it now? With that being said, I will be able to get them started with homeschool. I will be able to start investing in my wig influencing career. I will get going with that. Hopefully I can get some better lighting. Right now I'm just using the ceiling fan lighting, and there's a window in front of me, but I need to get real studio lights. I had some studio lights, but they were old and the light bulbs went out on them. And I also had a vanity mirror that I was cleaning one day and it broke. So I'm gonna have to redo all my lighting. And I just want to have fun. Like, there's so many challenges and stuff that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing those little challenges and dancing and having fun again, because I just totally feel completely renewed. This will be my 8th year of celibacy. I would encourage anybody to go on a celibacy journey. It has been amazing. Now, me personally, I'm not having sex again until a man commits to marriage with me. I'm talking about like actual marriage certificate, ring. I want a marriage, and then we can be intimate. I have seen it be most successful when you do it that way, but if you choose to be intimate with a man, you know, that's completely between you and God. I don't have anything to say about that, because I had been there before myself, and coming out of celibacy and then going in and out, back and forth. But this time I'm doing it completely God's way. I want to see it's more successful in my life, but I don't know yet. So that's just an update on me. We're on day 244 of our 400-day mom marathon. I just wanted to encourage you just to get through your setbacks. They are going to happen, especially when you want a quantum leap. There's going to be setbacks. So you just keep going, keep pushing through. I'm telling you, God is faithful and he's going to come through for you. And I have come to the point in my life where I want what God says is best for me and my kids. And if it is a husband, a God-ordained husband, which is what I keep feeling in the spirit. I keep feeling God being like, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. I have a man for you. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to keep believing. I'm going to keep in faith. But ultimately, I'm like, God, whatever you say is for me and the betterment of my kids, I'm just going to go with that, because I don't want to introduce any type of trauma to them at all. So, I know what can come with the wrong relationship. And my kids have not experienced a lot of relationship trauma with me. So, and I don't want to start introducing it now. So I'm like, okay, if it's not a man straight from the throne room of heaven, I can completely do without. So I'm just having faith in God, and I just want to encourage you to do the same on that aspect as well. And I was like, I don't know if I want to cut my hair again, or like keep letting it grow and condition it, or I don't know what I want to do with this little wig business. But this is my little hair, no lashes, no wig. This is me. I also have to work on my other YouTube channel. I turned it back into celebrity news and hot topic entertainment. So I did my first video back on that channel on Sonya Massey. Rest in peace to Sonya Massey. And that was just so horrible that happened to that young lady like that. And what I shared with that channel was, and I want to share it on this channel too, is you don't have to open the door for the police. You do not. And I guess I won't go into such detail as I did on that channel, but I just gave examples of the time police have come to my apartment door, and you look at them out the window, you talk to them out the window, but you do not have to let the police into your home. So I feel like she had 2 windows on both sides of her home. She should have opened up the window. Oh, hey, it's nobody out there. Okay, thank you for coming, and closed the door and went on about her business. They should have never came into her apartment. She was cooking. She was doing what she needed to do. She should have never. and they should have came in, asked her for ID. Now, if she had something to where she was gonna be arrested, you know, she should have just never invited them into her apartment. I just feel like that could have been prevented. And then we have Donald Trump saying that he is going to give the police complete immunity or something like that. And I'm just like, that's not the answer. That's definitely not the answer. And then Kamala Harris has Megan Thee Stallion up on stage. A complete disgrace. Kamala Harris, you know, I was giving her like a little pass. I'm like, okay, Kamala, we know you're not black. We know you're not African American, but I was gonna give her the black pass. To me, Nicki Minaj is not black. She has a pass, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, she has somebody is of African descent from over there in Trinidad and Tobago, so she looks black, she can have the black pass, fine. But she be knocking on the African American door, not be like, hold up, we don't have the same ancestors, and neither does Kamala Harris and African American black people. But I was like, okay, you know, she went to Howard, she's a part of the AKA. I was saying she's close enough. The decision to have, I understood Quavo, because Quavo had been to the White House before talking about and reform when it came to what happened with his nephew, that horrible situation. But I didn't get Megan Thee Stallion. She's not the one. She's not the performer that should have been up there. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I know I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. I think you will find that on my page. And Cardi B is now announcing her pregnancy. So today is August the 1st. So Cardi, I have to put this on my other page. Cardi B, she's filed from divorce from Offset, and this is baby number 3. I think that's all I have for you today. I might do my wig a little later and show me installing the wig in this video as well. I'm gonna go make me and the girls some breakfast. It is currently 11:30 now, 11:33. And I'm gonna make us some breakfast, get my girls going, and I'll probably install this wig. And we are back. I made us some breakfast. We had a bagel and bacon for breakfast, so we are pretty good. I'm about to make them a hot pocket now because it's almost time for lunch. And I am back with the wig install. I said that I was going to sew in that elastic band, but most of the wigs that we receive already come with an elastic band already installed, so I really won't have to be installing elastic bands. So I was like, I don't need to do that, so I'm just using the bands that are already, I'm sorry, the adjustable strap. So I'm using the elastic bands and the comb that are already in the wig, and it was tight enough. I have a small head, so the adjustable strap that they put in the wigs will come in handy. But just because I'm practicing for, you know, content with the wigs, I don't install wigs very often. The last time I used to wear wigs a lot, it would be like a wig that I handmade on a sewing machine that fit my head exactly. I haven't made myself a wig in a while, but now I am going to be using the wigs that they send. So I will tell them that I do have a small head, so send a small, but the adjustable straps will definitely help with that, and the combs in the back, I can adjust those. So what I am about to do right now is I am going to put on my wig cap. This is an HD wig cap, and I am really not a huge fan of the ball cap method because I'm going to be doing multiple wig installs a day, and I'm gonna want to snatch this off when I'm done with work. So I am just going to figure out how to tint the actual wig and the HD cap so that I can just take all this off and go to sleep. I'm not gonna want to sleep in this unless, you know, the occasion calls for me sleeping in it, but even then I'm not going to want stuff glued down to my head. So my first step is to put on the HD wig cap. I'm tucking in my edges, moving these back, and I'm probably going to get a little bit of gel. I have this got to be gel that I will put around my edges so that they are laying down. I got this pack of comb. I think I got this off of AliExpress. And I am just going to tame my little edges. I don't have a lot of edges left, but I do have a little bit, and I'll just make sure that they are combed down. I have a little mirror right here. I have to get all, like I said, my lighting and my mirrors together, but we're gonna work with what we have just so we can get started and get going. So I'm just going to put some Got to Be gel around my edges. And I'm going to take my little edge brush and just brush everything back into place. Okay, so everything is brushed into place. Now I'm going to pull my wig cap back forward and try to capture everything under the wig cap. Tuck in my 2 braids in the back, and then of course bring this smooth this forward till about right there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna work with. I have a pack of these so I can change them, you know, for every wig install. What I said I was going to do was just turn it, use it one way, show myself putting the lace tint on here and then using the other side, just so I don't waste, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of these, so I want to make sure I'm not being wasteful. So okay, that's that. Now that we got the wig cap on how we are going to have it, I'm going to tint my wig cap, and then I'm also going to tint the wig with lace tint spray. So let me get a makeup brush. So I got this Ruby Kisses. I think this is the right shade for me. I just kind of guessed. I got this off of Amazon. This Ruby Kisses cream foundation. This is what the girl said to use to tint your lace cap. So this is what I'm going to use. And I'm just dipping it with my makeup brush into, and I'm just going to go here where my wig will, I'm going to do a middle part on this wig, where basically where the part will be down the middle. Okay, so I feel like that pretty much matches my skin tone. That's the darkest. Well, it's not the darkest, it's not the darkest one. This side is the darkest, and I use this side. So it's not completely dark, even though I probably could use that side for sure. I use this one, but I probably could use this one too. But I am gonna start my glutathione again. I just really haven't needed to because I haven't really been on camera. I haven't been posting on social media, but now that I'm about to be doing, you know, content, I like my skin tone raised a little bit. I really like the dark brown now. I'm gonna get on glutathione just for a couple of weeks to see if I can lift it to like a little bit lighter brown, but I've been in the sun. It's obvious, you can see I've been in the sun, so I'm gonna have to take some glutathione just to bring my skin tone up, maybe one shade, a shade and a half. I'm not doing the, you know, the African skin bleaching 20 shades lighter. I'm not doing that, but just like a pretty chocolate, rich chocolate, which I already am. I'm pleased with the shade that I am, but I don't have very much makeup to match this, as you saw in my last video. So I'm gonna try to raise my skin tone maybe 1.5 shades lighter so that my makeup will match, and just to get rid of this really dark summer skin tone that I have. I very rarely use my moisturizer with the SPF in it. I just pretty much oil my skin and go. I'm gonna have to lighten up my skin tone a little bit, but we'll do that. We'll get started with that once we get going with the wig installs. Okay, so now I am going to take the wig. This is the lace. It looks to be like pretty clear. The last time I tried to install it, it matched my skin tone really well. So I was really pleased with it. So I have quite a few of these, so I just mix them so that I can get my actual skin tone. So I have a dark brown. Is this dark brown? Yeah, I think this is dark brown and this is light brown. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of both of these into the lace of the wig and see if that tints it a little bit. Just gonna hold it up. And this is the dark brown. And I am going to get, I'm gonna spray a little bit of the light brown just to get a good mixture. And I'm going to get my blow dryer. I'm probably gonna start seeing if I could also use my Ruby Kisses inside the wig as well, because this is kind of messy. It got all over my legs. I don't know, I'm just doing what I see the current influencers doing just to see what I feel like is gonna work best for me. So I got my blow dryer, I'm about to plug it in. I'm holding the wig because it's still wet and I don't want it to make a mess, so. I'm just gonna put it on low for this first time. Okay, so high works better than low. It wasn't too hot. So this is what it looks like. Can you see now? That's what the lace looks like now. I feel like that's gonna match really well. So now I am about to put my elastic bands, adjust those, and then see how. And I'm going to secure the comb in the back, the adjustable band, and the wig is on. Now, okay. So now I did put oil on my face this morning after I took a shower, so I'm going to go get some alcohol and wipe like the edge of my hairline with some alcohol. So I'll be right back. First, I'm gonna clip the wig back so that I can move around. Okay, so we are back. I got the alcohol and I am just going to put it on a cotton swab. And just, I don't have on any makeup, obviously. Y'all didn't get no makeup or lashes. But just from putting the wig on my forehead just for 2 seconds, I did get a little bit of that mixed tint spray. So I had to wipe that off with the alcohol and let that dry a little bit. It's not gonna take long, it's alcohol. And then I am going to, I'm gonna use the bowl tote again. This is not going to be what I use because like I said, I'm going to be doing multiple wigs a day. I probably start out my career with the 2 Amazon wig reviews a week that I can do. I'm going to start out slow. And let me tell you this, for everybody who is following me and doing the 400-day My Marathon with me, every time God shows you your new beginning, start slow. Like, do not hit the ground running because you do not want to burn yourself out. So I know the maximum kind of that I can do is 2 reviews a week, but I'm just gonna get the feel of what I can do. I don't have a new account. I don't have a new Amazon account. Amazon Prime account is years old and my PayPal account is years old. So what I can do is probably more than a person with new accounts can do, but I still don't want to mess up my accounts. I'm gonna start probably with about like 2 reviews, 2 installs a week to see, to kind of ease into it and see like what, you know, what I need to do. So this is the bold hold. Now they now have like a hold that you can put your wig on and then use water and take it off. Last time I used this, I did take the wig off right after I applied it, and it wasn't difficult to do at all. I am just going to apply that to where I will be laying the wig down in front of my hairline, not on my hair. It's running a little bit. So let me get my comb. I'm gonna take it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that get a little bit tacky. That was 1 coat. I'm probably gonna do 2 coats just to see how long the hold really is going to be if I really am serious about the install. Yeah, that's a little bit tacky. So now I'm gonna go in with maybe a couple more drops. Okay. So I hope if I forget some steps, like I said, I'm going to be doing this quite a bit on this channel, so I will get better. This isn't my first attempt at installing a wig like this. This is probably my 3rd. So I'm still not a pro at it yet, but I'm getting better. And it's still not as tacky as I need it to be yet. I'm not gonna blow dry it because I don't want it to get dry and I miss the application opportunity. So I'm gonna give it a few more seconds. It's supposed to be tacky, but I don't want it to get completely dry. So I'm just gonna wait a few more seconds. And my wig is not gonna come this far down as I put the glue. Or maybe I will, I don't know. I need to make my forehead a little bit smaller. That's a trick you can do, raise your eyebrows and put your forehead under the wig so it tightens your face. There's so many tricks you can do with wigs, so I'm going to attempt some of them. And also what I wanted to say was, going back to the journey that we're on as far as the 400-day mom marathon, you need to really practice being grateful and thankful just for everything that the Lord has done for you. Like for me, my situation, these roaches, I could really just be in here like miserable, and I was for a little bit, but it wasn't because I wasn't thankful to God. It was because I'm living with roaches. Like, it can be really hard on your mental health. So even people who grew up in low income Section 8 type of situations, or, you know, apartments with roaches, I just be like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the grind of like why it's like I'll never go back, why they really have that like I'll never go back to that. Because living, like my experience now living in it is just like, oh my God, once I get out of this, I get it. So I'm just going to put the first part of the wig into the glue. I'm just going to press it down. I did not pluck this wig like I should have. I plucked it, I believe, a little bit, but not as much as I should have. I hope I didn't let it dry too much, because it's still lifting, like, it's still lifting a little bit. We'll see. So I'm just gonna press it down. And I do have my elastic band right here, but we'll see. And you see how it's still lifting? You see how it's lifting on the side? I think I let it dry too much. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and try to elastic band it, but if not, I'm gonna have to put more glue and try to glue again. But this is my elastic band. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna wrap it around. And I'm just gonna let this sit. Now, E. Kane said to let this sit for an hour. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have any lace melt spray yet, so I do have TG bed head, and I also have Chi helmet head. So I'm gonna try what I have to use, and then I'll see if that works. If not, I'll have to put some more got-to-be glue down on my edges. So we'll be back after, I guess, an hour. Okay. To plug that in. It has been an hour since we did the lace band, and I am now about to see where we at. Okay. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I think once I plug the edges, it'll be better. But I thought it was gonna be worse, because last time if you recall, it was like ripples. This time it looks like it's just, I don't know, but I guess I'll keep working on it. Hold on, let me get a brush or something. I think I must have cut the lace from last time off, and this is like further back on the lace. Let me see. So it needs to be plucked again. I think that's what I'm dealing with this time. So what I'm gonna do, you see it's lifting a little bit right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if the hairspray situation will help this lay down. Yeah, I think the lace needs to be plucked around the edges again. Because it's really thick where I cut the lace off for the last time to like reinstall it again. I'm not sure, but we'll try it again. Or maybe let me try putting it on my finger like the girls do. No, I'm gonna try to tie it down again, but I'm gonna try to tie it down again for a few more minutes and see if I can salvage this wig. If not, I'm just going to post this as an install fail and try again on the wig, on another wig over there, and see. The other wig is a 613 wig, so I'm probably not, I just want to get good at my installs, so I'll try again with that wig. Okay, so this is what it is looking like after I put the spray on the front. It laid down, but it left like a white cast, and I think I'll have to go over it with makeup or something, but it's still like, this is like fighting. It is still a little bit lifting. I think I want to try some gel maybe, I'm not sure, but this is the wig so far. I'm going to get my hot comb next and try hot combing it down to make it a little bit flatter. That's what I'm gonna do next. Let me get my flat iron. I have this little thing that I put the hot comb in so that it doesn't like burn my table when I sit it down. I'm gonna look again for it because I don't want to burn a hole in my table. Hold on, let me look again for that. Okay, so I got this glass ashtray. Hopefully this will, hopefully I can sit it on here across the top. Yeah, we'll see. This is ceramic, so this might melt as well, but we shall see. I'm waiting on that to warm up. I am going to get some hair balm. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the top to see if I can get it flat, and I'm just gonna run this Garnier Sleek and Shine through the wig, and this is Renutrients Slick Stick. Okay. I still feel like I could do better on getting my edges to lay down. Like, see if you look at this lip in. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to keep working on it, but this ain't it. This is not it.
I will consider this an install fail.
But I'm gonna keep practicing. I was trying to reinstall this wig, but I don't think this is it. Because if I was to lift it up like this, you would see it's not. Either I need to put more lace glue, which I don't really want to do, or some hairspray, which I actually might do. Which I might do. Like, this front part is still a problem. These sides are still a problem. What I'm probably gonna have to end up doing is hiring a hairstylist to help me with my wig installs. That's probably what I'm gonna have to end up doing, which I don't mind doing at all. Like, instead of getting my hair done, actually having them show me how to do wig installs, because me watching videos and stuff like that, it's not really doing what I needed to do. I need to be able to do a basic, you know, with glue, also with hairspray. I need to know how to cut the ear tabs without chopping off the whole wig. Baby hairs,
Like all this crust and dry the glue around the edges.
how to get that off. I'm gonna put some makeup on it for today, but
if I had on some lashes, I mean, this will be a cute little, just because I'm cute.
But the install needs major help.
so we're gonna have to keep working on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be back tomorrow. I guess just to stay caught up from here on out for the other half of the 400-day mile marathon. And like I told you earlier, I was like, this is a season of a quantum leap for me, and hopefully for the people who are doing this 400-day mile marathon with me. And then I just turned on YouTube and it was a lady talking about this August 2024 is a season of the quantum leap. So we are on the right track. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get something and just put this in a ponytail, since I don't want to rip this install off just yet. I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow because I'm gonna stay with posting on YouTube and attempting again to really be consistent with it no matter what, because
I'm just in a new place.
and I feel it. I'm thankful for it. I'm gonna keep going. So this was another install of me. Actually, I'm gonna get a hair tie. And tie this half up, like do like a half up, half down. I'm not really worried about it because I'm just practicing. I'm not practicing styling yet. I'm practicing the install. And I'm gonna tie this half up, half down, and then put some makeup around the edges to see if that'll help. But
I also need to put makeup on my face and some lashes, and that would help too, but I'll be back tomorrow.
because while this wig is glued down to my head, it's not as precise as I need it to be. So I'm gonna have to keep working on it. Before I start going into trying to style it, I have to get my install a little bit better. Okay. So this is what it looks like. When I'm editing, I'll be able to see what the back actually looks like.
I'm gonna have to keep practicing.
Okay. But we can come back tomorrow and talk about the 400-day mom marathon. And I'll tell you also what I'm reading tomorrow, that every time I read this book, my life shifts. I'll tell you how this all started. I had gotten a spam email from, like, you know, those affiliate pages that be, you know, affiliates where they just like spam your email. Like, click this email if you want, you know, if you want a happy life. I think it was one of those types of emails, and I clicked the email and it had this book. Oh, and I remember where I started doing a 400-day mom marathon. That was a YouTube video, and I just altered what he was talking about and created my own 400-day mom marathon. That was something I created. That's my idea. This ebook that I'm reading, I'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow, and I'm actually probably going to offer it for free. He said you can offer his ebook for free on your social medias and stuff like that, so other people can learn about it. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Because I'm reading it probably for the second or third time. I should be reading it for like a 20th or 25th time, because it's just so impactful. The impact that it has on me when I read it. I am going to read it with my daughters, and then I'm going to format it to be able to give it away as a freebie on my website. Because I feel like more people need it, because it's just so powerful. Like, the tools that I have learned about, you know, wanting the quantum leap, wanting to change your life, be happy and raise happy children, smart children. That's what's most important to me. And if you pair the metaphysical with what you know as far as the principles of God, I have just, in my own experience, it has just been so fulfilling, because God created the mind, and then people and science, they have figured out, I don't know if they attribute what they have learned to God, even though they should, of course. That's where all good things come from the Lord. So what the scientists have learned about your mind and how to apply those things to have a more successful life, this book really goes into it, and it does a really, really good job at breaking it down. So
if you're tired of not living your dream life, you need to make me your mentor. On this Thursday, I'm literally out living my best life, and you can too. I started from nothing. So if you guys want to get help on how you're going to level up your life, build your finances, build your credit, get your new body, you guys can see my mentorship, $19.99 right here to get me to be a mentor. You guys get exclusive access to me to ask any questions. We do monthly giveaways, giving away iPhones, MacBooks, cameras, things that actually help you level up in life. And what other mentor did I really listen to? I literally transformed my life from the ground up, and I showed you guys time after time all the women's life have changed. So make sure you guys tap in. Hey babes, and you guys know I'm such a powerful speaker and a motivator. You need exclusive access to my motivational podcast that's private and only available to my.
I feel like I'm gonna have to keep practicing on the wigs, obviously. I just joined an influencer group. I follow a young lady on my Instagram. I've been watching her. I was like, you know what? I wanna join her influencer group. And she also has a ton of influencer, e-courses and other stuff like that. I really want to take my influencer career seriously. What is honest about the situation was I didn't want to put my trauma and my drama and my just depression on my friends. I didn't have money for birthday gifts. I didn't have money for, and I know they're gonna be like, oh, you know, that's not it. To me, it is important. I didn't have money, you know, to travel. I didn't have a career. So I just felt like, they say if you don't have no money, take your broke ass home. So I honestly felt like I just wanted to go and hide in my hole with my kids, basically. And so now I'm like, you know what, I still want to continue homeschooling my kids. I also want to get them enrolled in some extracurricular activities. If you know me, you know, like, I will change my number in a quickness. Like a homeschool group, and I had changed my number, so I'm gonna have to call them and like give them my new number. When I get a new number, I still don't have a new phone, but I want a Texas number now. My older number was a Florida number. I'm thinking I'm ready to get a number, and I want like friends, and I want it, and the Lord says if you want to have friends, to show yourself friendly. So I am going to work on this. Basically, it's a new season and it's a new day for me. I'm ready to have friends. Of course, y'all know I'm ready for a romantic relationship, but only if it is sent from heaven. I don't want nothing if it's not God. That I'm good on that. So if it's God, I'm open to it, and if it's not, I don't need it and I don't want it. So, but I know God is faithful. That's one thing I have learned about this journey is God is completely faithful. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now, is my kids homeschool, their extracurricular activities, and just doing stuff with my kids. Of course, I'm gonna work up to getting myself a car. We need to move. So I have a lot of stuff that I want to get done between now and the end of the year. And I'm up for the challenge. I feel like I have been released by God to get going. I hit the ground running. Like when it's something that I really want to accomplish, I hit the ground running. But when God tells me to rest, I've also learned to just really relax. All the moves that you're trying to make are fruitless, and God just wants you to be still. I've also learned the importance of hearing when he tells you to stop and rest and let him take the wheel. That is what is next, and I'm so excited about this new group that I just joined. Young ladies, I feel like I might be one of the older ladies in the group, but I'm really not tripping. Like, the young girls are so, like, they have influence, and we didn't really have this when I was growing up, where I totally would have been into it. So I'm excited about it. I said I was going to post some content, but I'm about to go make us something to eat. I'm about to go make us something to eat, and I'm really doing good by doing this YouTube video content. So I will see you tomorrow.